You know how sometimes in horror movies they have these scenes where they zoom in really close on the character to really draw that illicit response from the crowd? Well, that's me right now, because that is how important this defense is. If you are sleeping on it, you are gonna get knocked down, you're gonna get beat up. You need this. Right now, my 2 courses at Strike Ready, my offense and my defense, are on sale for only $99. I have a link down below. Jump on that if you have not got them already, because they are going to help you so much to expand on what we're discussing today. Now, defense. I preach over and over how important it is, but there is one piece of defense which some people are so gun shy behind, but is the piece you need. And I was just doing a Zoom private the other day, and somebody was telling to me, their coach was saying, no, don't do this. Don't do this. You have to do this instead. And I was going, no, oh my gosh, we need to correct that. Now, we are talking about the high guard. There are so many elements of a high guard that people don't understand, because they just think, okay, hands go up and I protect myself. It is so much more complex than that. And I'm gonna sort out all the details today so you can really feel confident. But I want to give you guys an example. If I was not competing in boxing gloves, I was competing in MMA gloves, and I still don't have the ability to take my palms and shell up and actively protect myself, we can get so hurt. Even fighters like Israel Adesanya, one of the best strikers in the world, fantastic defense, but we have seen him on the end of some vicious KOs because he gets his back against the cage, and then from there, when he puts his high guard up, it's not effective. He's not even doing a great high guard. He's a distance fighter. But everybody, even UFC champions, need to have a high guard, even if it's not your go-to, because eventually you will get hurt, and that's how you protect yourself. That is how you stall time till you recover and can safely exit. Now, most of us are competing in these. Even when we're in the gym, if you're an MMA fighter, you're still competing in these. So here are some of the common mistakes. And I was just getting told the other day by somebody in a Zoom private, they were saying, oh, no, my coach has been telling me instead of here, down here. We put them down here because it doesn't hurt that bad to get hit in the forehead, and it's much easier for head movement when your hands are down. Well, the second part is true. Head movement up here is very difficult. But if I'm trying to implement head movement, I don't have my hands down here. I'll have them maybe out, parrying some shots, and then adding in active head movement, as opposed to here. Once we come tight with our hands, as opposed to out in this position, it's much easier for people to really start launching shots and to get massive power, as opposed to out here where we can parry and interrupt. The problem with down here is a shot to the forehead hurts a lot. To think that, oh, you can just take shots to the forehead and you're not gonna get stung, dizzy, oh my gosh. In for a rude awakening the first time you put your hands here and you get smashed in the forehead, because the first shot hits you and then the second shot and then the third shot. We want to have the hands high. Now, if you are struggling with, okay, once I put my high guard up, I can't see well. I can see great. I can't see well. It's because you're making a couple mistakes. Number one, don't stop your hand position below your eyebrows. This is absolutely going to make it so hard to see. Go a little bit higher, up to there. From that position, now I should be able to see loads. I don't need to close off, keep it open, but I can close with one arm or both of them very quickly to deal with an attack. But the other mistake that many people make is they don't know what portion of the glove actually rests against the eyebrows or against the forehead. And that is so important, because if you put the thumb against your forehead and now shots start hitting you, you have a small little area there and there's a lot of transfer and it could be very uncomfortable. So you're going to generally take the 2 portions of the glove right here that are touching one another right now, and you're going to put that closer to your forehead or your eyebrows. Now you can have them to the side if you want. You can come a little bit closer, which I prefer, because now blocking those straight shots is so much easier. But having the fundamentals of this guard down are gonna save you so many times. And even if it's not your go-to, even if you're somebody who likes to be here, but one day you get hit and you're like, whoa, and then you're trying to rely on only head movement once you're already out of it, no. You're dizzy, you're wobbled, your hands go up, you protect. Now, you still might feel like when you are in that high guard and somebody is just wailing on you that you're getting rattled around. There's a way to stop that. And it is shifting the hands across your head. I don't just plant here and do nothing, because then I'm, yes, like a punching bag, getting dummied around. I make small adjustments with my arms, and what happens when shots start to come towards you is there's a ricochet. As you shift, the shot doesn't come straight in, it starts glancing. There's more of that glancing effect. And that's when all of a sudden I start going, oh, having this high guard and making these little moves, these little shifts, all of a sudden plays a big role in minimizing impact. But again, so many people do not understand that. Don't let the hands leave your head as you shift. We don't go from here, disconnect, to here. We roll the hands, roll the glove across the face, around, behind the ear. If I need to block a big hook or a looping shot that's going to come behind my ear, boom, I block. That is great. Now, in addition, some people go, okay, I have a really good high guard, but they can't move their feet. It's like, oh, they just plant there. Terrible. Because you want to get out, you want to get to safety. So having the ability to have your hands up, do this blocking, but still shift those feet, moving either forwards to jam them or backwards to create distance, and then moving off sideways, somebody's going to have so much more trouble landing anything with massive power if you can high guard and move those feet at the same time. So you add into your shadow boxing. I throw some shots, I go to my high guard, I move. I move around. I can even move my head a little bit with the hands up. Get back to my punches. You get that down, and all of a sudden the high guard feels like a very safe spot for you to hang out, and that's what we want. We want a place where you go, okay, I can put those hands up, I can rest here for a moment or two, whether it's to let my heart rate settle or to recover from damage, and I just let the seconds tick by. And I'm not panicked, because I'm so comfortable in here, because I have all the elements down which make it effective. Don't think that the hands here are going to be loads better than up here. All right? So that's it. I hope everybody works on their high guard, develops something that they're very confident behind, and can then, after being confident in your defense, feel that much more willing to go on offense. You're going to be very gun shy on offense if you do not have a high guard, in my opinion. Thanks for joining, guys. I will see you back here soon for another video.